Well, folks, welcome back to the Marlins here on OOTP 26, and as you can see, it's a rematch. Marlins, Rockies, not in the LCS, but right away, the NLDS, as the Rockies dispatched the Padres in the wild card. They won the division, just barely missed out on having one of the buys here. We get the buy instead of over them, and now Rockies, Marlins, rematch of last year. Can we get over the hump of the Rockies? Can we defeat cores like they have managed to somehow been able to? Let's take a look at what our playoff roster is going to be looking like. It is, newsflash, similar to the regular season roster. The 1 to 4 is Ryan Weathers, Noble Meyer, Dustin May, and Jared Schuster. In the bullpen, Akin, Lee, Walker, and Griffin. Or honestly, I should probably take Lee out of this and just have Walker and Griffin as our. That's probably more so along lines of what I'm thinking. So, obviously I'm making the decisions for who comes into games, but, this is the tiers of what I think. It's Keegan Akin is our guy, Walker and Griffin are the double barrels, other high leverage guys, and then it's the rest of these dudes all clumped together. And then in the offensive side of things, it's the same lineup we've been running. Against righties, it's Brooks Lee leading off, Vargas, Lara, Ramirez, Sean Noel, Partridge, Acosta, Head, Garza. And then against lefties, it's Samillo, Vargas, Lara, Ramirez, Sean Noel, Lee, Acosta, Head, Meekhoff. So that is the lineup we are running with. Now, time to take a look at the Colorado Rockies, who I don't believe have changed very much from last season, but still, time to take a look. They won 95 games this season, and they won the NL West again. So, really, it came down to a tiebreaker. That's how close it was. We had the same record this year, but somehow we had a better tiebreaker over them, and we get the bye over them. So that's how close it was to us being in the wild card for the first time when we make the playoffs. But Rockies. They were really good in one-run games, so that's already making me a bit nervous because they've been good in something that we were not good in. And then they're just a very good team. The best batting average, the best OPS, the most runs scored, the most hits, the most extra base hits, the third in home runs. They steal well, and they run the bases well. The pitching has kind of not been as good this year, but still top 10 in ERA. The starters are good. Their bullpen's bad, though. So if we can really get to their bullpen early, we might be able to do some damage there. Not the best at runs allowed, but overall WAR was good. They don't walk people, and they play good defense. So they do play good defense, but if we can rough up their staff a bit, that would be fantastic. Let's take a look at that staff that we will be attempting to rough up. They still have this Herrera guy who is probably going to win Cy Young over Waldrop because Waldrop this guy was better. Hand up, this guy was better. Cy Young to a Colorado Rockies pitcher is just a crazy phenomenon, but it's going to happen. Logan Gilbert was also really, really good. You could give it to him too if you wanted. And then they also have Brian Bayo, who was good for them. They picked him up at the deadline from Atlanta. So they got 3 studs in their rotation, and then this Sandy Ozuna guy who was not good for them, but he's got decent ratings. I would not be opposed to playing this guy. And then the bullpen is really Emmanuel Clase, former Fish Emmanuel Clase. They picked him up at the deadline from the Angels, and he's been really, really good in their bullpen. So really it's these 3 starters, Clase, and then a bunch of mush. A bunch of Aaron Bummer was good for them last year. He's been okay this year. This Castellano guy is whatever. Drew Jamieson, he was good for them. Steven Matz was not. AJ Minter was not good. Zach Penrod was not good. And Cade Smith was good. So they do actually have some decent relievers. They're just a good team on paper. And then you look at their offense here, 3 players with 5 WAR. Tovar, who killed us in the postseason last year. Charlie Condon, who I don't really remember him doing much to us in the postseason, but he had a really, really good regular season for them. He was their best hitter this year, 145 WRC+. And then Drew Romo, always been a really good defender, but this year he put together a 139 WRC plus, and now they've got another scary hitter to add to the mix here. Marion Boyd, who they got from Seattle, they got from us, if you remember. He was along in the Luis Robert trade. Okay, so we traded him to the Twins in the Luis Robert trade, and then they traded him to... Oh no, he was just immediately taken by Minnesota, or by Seattle in the Rule 5, and then Seattle traded him to Colorado for Jackson Cox. And Jackson Cox, he's been a good pitcher. So Marion Boyd has been a really good left fielder for them, and he's been a good offensive player even. Benny Montgomery, not that great, but good defensively. This guy has not had a good season, but he did lead the league in triples, and he tore us up in the postseason last year. It felt like he was just constantly on base. Caden Bodine, still their backup catcher. Ivar Arquette here, he did not have a good season, but he also did not have a good season last year. But this guy really, really took it to us last year, I remember. I don't believe I'm going to be able to look at postseason. Yeah, he had a really, really good postseason last year. And a lot of it was against us. I mean, I just remember this guy just constantly getting hits. They still have Mauricio on their bench. Luis Roberts, not great. But yeah, this team, they're scary. They're definitely scary. So the position head-to-head, we once again have the advantage. We have 5 position players with the advantage. They have catcher, first base, shortstop, and right field. I'll give that to them. But then we have Vargas over their left fielder. We have Head. We have Shawnwell, Laura, and Brooks Lee. And then we have the pitching edge in this one because they're starting their 4th guy who's like their definitely lesser pitcher. And then we have our ace going in Ryan Weathers. So let's see if we can win game 1 here with the big pitching advantage. 5 games set against the Rockies here in the NLDS. Let's get into it. So top 1 here, Ryan Weathers on the bump. Hit him with a little wrist action, scoreless frame. Our offense already on the board, 1-0 Fish. Brooks Lee drew a walk. Vargas flew out, and then Lara doubles in Lee, and now he's on second base in scoring position with 1 out. Agustin Ramirez, he's going to swing away. 2-2 count to him. Sends it out to left field. That'll be caught for out number 2. Brings up Nolan Shawnwell. 0-2 count. Little two-strike inning. All right. That's going to drive in a run. Lara scores on the RBI single, and it's now a 2-0 Fish lead here early in the game. And then we're still in business here. I risk, but now it's second and third with 2 outs for Max Acosta. He's going to take a pitch. That's a ball. Just keep taking pitches till you get a strike. Or no, now we'll swing away. 3-0. Spits on ball 4. Bases are juice. Ducks are on the pond for Dylan Head. That was just a 4-pitch walk. Make him throw you a strike. That's a 2-0. You're taking all the way. That's a 3-0. You're taking all the way. That's down the middle. Now you're swinging away. And then he grounds out, but he's got speed. I mean, that looked like he was safe by a mile, but we all know the animations aren't correct. So we'll take a 2-0 lead. We'll take a 2-0 lead. We go into the top of the second. And Weathers immediately gives up a home run. Was that to fucking Arquette? What did I fucking say? This guy's the postseason king. He sucks in the regular season, and then he goes to the postseason every year, and he's like, oh yeah, I'm the best player on the goddamn team. I mean, what are you? He's like, what was that guy in the Red Wings? Cleary? Was that his name? He was always popping off in the postseason. This guy's Daniel Cleary, was it? I mean, what a reference. But yeah. Finally gets out of it from there. So it's a 2-1 game. And now we're cooking again. Second and third. Garza here even on. Nobody out. It's Vargas up. Not the guy you want up if you are the Rockies. And Vargas with a 1-0 count. Ground ball fielded. And that's going to be an RBI ground out. Makes it a 3-1 ball game. Brings up Lara. 2-1 count to him. Ground ball right side, moves over the runner, but he is retired for out number 2. Then it brings up Ramirez, 3-0 count. Spits on ball 4. We have runners on the corners here for Nolan Shawnowell. We'll take that first pitch in there for a strike. Now it's an 0-2. And then once again, already twice this game, Shawnowell's ripped one down the right field line with an 0-2 count. Drives another run. It's a 5-1 Fish lead here in game 1. Shawnowell's on second. Nicholas Partridge at the dish. And he pops it up to the third baseman, Arquette. So 3 down, but we tack on 3 more. It's a 5-1 lead for the Fish. Ryan Weathers has a 4-run cushion to work with. And he already gives up another run. Because of course. And it's 1 out, runner on second base. We will pitch around with first base open. And of course he walks him. So it's first and second now, 1 out. Brings up Charlie Condon, who has not been good the postseason. Flies out to left field here. That's 2 down. And now it's Tovar, who kills us. We're pitching around to this guy. Full count. Even pitching around. He goes against the shift. That's going to land in. Probably score 1. Yeah, it's now a 5-3 game. Now it's Drew Romo, who's also on fire. We're going to pitch around to him. Ground ball left side. Lara goes the short way. We hold it to only 2 scores. So we have a 2-run lead still. Bottom 3. Offense is clicking. First and second, 1 out. It's Brooks Lee at the dish. 2-2 count. And he watches it for strike 3. Now 2 outs, it's Vargas. He also goes down swinging. And we move things on to the top of the 4th. Weathers works to scoreless frame. So does Ozuna. We're top 5. Weathers works to scoreless frame. And Steven Matz is now in the game with a runner on first and second here. 1 out for Jorge Garza, who's going to take a pitch, little lefty-on-lefty action here. Take another pitch. 2-0, now you're going to swing away. 3-0, he spits on ball 4. Garza, who I don't believe has a lot of eye. Not a big eye guy, but draws a walk there. So bases loaded here. 1 out for Brooks Lee. He just threw a 4-pitch walk to a guy who doesn't walk, so we're going to take the first pitch there. In for a strike, now a 1-1 count. And Brooks Lee grounds it into the infield and luckily beats it out at first, so we get another chance at the bases loaded. But no run scores there, and it's Vargas. 0-1 count, crushed. Kiss that baby goodbye. Give him the MVP, folks. As Shedri Vargas busts this game wide open with a grand slam. 9-3 Fish here in the bottom of the 5th. Rocking the teal sleeves here today as the man who has carried us this season. I shouldn't say carry. We've had some good performances from other people, but Vargas, definitely our best hitter. The National League batting champ delivering here. They bring in Castellano, who was a starter for them during the season, out of the bullpen. And we're still cooking here. It's now it's still 9-3, rather. We didn't tack it anymore, but it's first and second, 2 outs. Nolan Shawnowell, full count this time. Spits on ball 4. He's reached base, all 3 of his ABs. Brings up Nicholas Partridge, who grounds it out to second base, and that'll end the inning. But not before we tack on 4 more, make it a 9-3 lead here for the Fish, as Ryan Weathers has 89 pitches. Works a clean inning. We tack on another one. How did we score that? A triple for Jorge Garza. Crazy. He triples, drives in a run. Brooks Lee's up now. Okay, it gets away. 2-2 now. And he whiffs through the changeup. 2 down, brings up Vargas. First pitch swinging. Ground ball to the shortstop, 3 down. So it's a 10-3 Fish lead now, top 7. Weathers at 105 pitches. We're just going to take him out. We are going to bring in Kahanowitz. Kahanowitz is going to come in the game. Big lead. He can give us multi-inning stuff. Works a scoreless frame. We'll half this inning, do nothing. Scoreless frame for Kahanowitz. We do nothing offensively. And then Kahanowitz closes it out, gives us 3 scoreless. We take game 1 10-3, but don't get too excited. We did take game 1 in the LCS last year, and then they kicked our ass from that point on. At least I believe that's how that went, if I remember correctly. But we take game 1, big offensive game. Laura has 2 doubles. Lee doubled. Shawnwell doubled. Garza tripled. Vargas had the grand slam. 3-hit day for Laura. Yeah. 3-run day for Lee. What else do we have here? Weathers, 6 innings, 8 Ks. Kohanowitz goes 3 innings scoreless, only gives up 1 hit as we move things on to game 2. And now it is their ace going in a game where you're like, maybe I should have saved Ryan Weathers for this game and maybe started like a lesser guy against their 4th guy who's way worse. But we do get the 1-game win in a 5-game set. So, you win game 1 in a 5-game set, that's huge. You're already way closer to doing anything. So if it was a 7-game set, maybe I would have probably leaned more to doing somebody other than Weathers against Azuna. But in a 5-game set, every win counts. So not that it doesn't mean a 7-game set, but you get what I'm saying. So top 1 here, Noblemeyer, the rookie, on the bump for us. And they have their ace Herrera going. Top 1. Already 1-0 Rockies. Charlie Condon solo home run. Gets out of it from there. But we're cooking. Runners on the corners here. 2 outs. Nolan Shawnwell. Ground ball. Nothing going for the fish. So we move things on top of the 2nd. And Benny Montgomery's on second base with 1 out to Iva Arquette, who we're going to pitch around to. And he's going to bloop 1 into left field for a base knock. Montgomery will head into third base. Runners on the corners here for Andy Pages. 1-2 count to him. Strike 3 called. That's 2 down. Brings up Luis Robert. Full count. Strike 3 called. That's back-to-back Ks. Meyer gets out of it. Move things on. Bottom 2. We do nothing. Meyer in trouble once again. Chang's on second base with 1 out. Charlie Condon's at the dish. We'll pitch around with first base open. He's going to hit a laser to center field, and Head cannot make the sliding catch. That's going to score another run as the Rockies take a 2-0 lead on a Charlie Condon double, the Major League Baseball doubles leader in the regular season this year. And now it's Tovar, who we hate. 2-2 count to him. Strike 3 called. That's 2 down. Brings up Drew Romo. 3-1. Spits on ball 4. It's first and second. Brings up Benny Montgomery. First pitch swinging. Pop it up into left field. 3 down as it's caught by Vargas. Move things on to the bottom of the 3rd, where the offense needs to get going. As Vargas on second base here for Lara. 2-2 count. That's hit well to left field, but babbipped. Right to Boyd. Played him perfectly. Vargas still on second base here for Agustin Ramirez, who hits a little dribbler back to the catcher, and it's a ground ball out. Nothing going for the fish. We move things on to the 4th. Runner on second base again, but this time with 2 outs. Marion Boyd, 2-2 count, ground ball to second base. Brooks Lee makes the easy play. 3 down, move things on to the bottom half of the inning. We have first and second, 1 out here for Dylan Head. Take a pitch. That's in there for a strike. Now you're going to swing away, full counts, and he skies it into the infield, or I guess the shallow outfield grass. 2 down. Runners stay put. Brings up Garza. And he pops one up into right field. That'll be the 3rd out of the inning as we move things on to the top of the 5th. Once again, Meyer with a runner on second base and 2 outs. Drew Romo, 3-1 to him. Walks again. Now it's Benny Montgomery, 2-2 count. Struck him out. So tiptoes out of damage once again. Bottom 5. We need the offense to get going here. as we do nothing. And then Myers at 95 pitches. He's given us 5 strong. We're going to go to the pen here. It's Arquette, Pages, and Robert. 3 righties coming up, and then a 4th to lead things off. So we're going to go to the bullpen for a right-hander in... Do we want to go Walker at this point at the bottom of the order? No, we're going to go Eric Silva. He was good for us down the stretch. He's going to come in clutch time here. And he's going to work us a scoreless frame. Bottom 6 now. We do nothing. And now it's Boyd, Chang, and Condon. We're going to go batter by batter here. So we're going to go after Boyd. 1-2 count. And he plunks him with a 1-2 count. That's just, what are you doing? Can we possibly get a double play here? Condon with a... I should have... What am I doing? I tried to pitch the contact for a double play, and instead we give up a 439-foot home run to dead center field. Maybe I shouldn't have gone 2 innings with that guy, but, we got greedy. But now he's coming out. Now he's coming out of the game. It is Mike Carrier. He's going to come in. Gets at it from there. It's bottom 7. We will... We don't have any lefties on the bench. Yeah, we'll risk it. Okay. Acosta's on second base. Full count to Dylan Head. Take a pitch, please. That's a 4-pitch walk. Boom. First and second. Nobody out. They're bringing in a lefty to face Garza. Garza's got 70 sack bunt, folks. This is absolutely a sack bunt here. Lays it down, gets the runners over. That's a sack bunt, textbook stuff. Second and third, top of the order now. Brooks Lee's digging in. He's going to take that first pitch. That's a ball. Take another pitch. That's a ball. Now we're swinging away. It's 3-0. Spits on ball 4. We've got bases juiced. It's ducks on the pond here for a Shedry Vargas. He's going to take a pitch. That's in there for a strike. Now he's swinging away. And that gets through. That's going to score at least 1, maybe 2. It does look like 2 get in. It's a 2 RBI double for Vargas. We've cut their lead in half. It's a 4-2 ball game. We still got 2 on. 1 out for Lara. It's 3-4-5 up. They're bringing in a lefty to face Lara, who crushes lefties. We're just going to swing away with him. It's a full count. And he whiffs through it, man. Goes down, swing it. And now it's Ramirez. 0-2 count to him. And he delivers. Agustin Ramirez, folks. That right there is worth the contract. That's a gapper up against the wall. He's not staying at second base. He's going to third. Agustin Ramirez, 2 RBI double. Thanks to him and a Shedry Vargas. It's a tie game. Bottom of the 7th, folks. 2 out hitting from Ramirez here. Beautiful stuff as Nolan Shawnwell digs into the batter's box and skies it to the infield. So that will be the end of the inning, but we put up a 4 spot to put us right back into this game as the fightin' fish do not give up. Mike Carrier. Scoreless frame. Move things on bottom 8. We got Partridge, Acosta, and Head due up. They're bringing in a righty to face Partridge here. We're gonna risp it. Nothing going for the offense. It's top 9. It's top of the order here. This is Keegan Akin. Keegan Akin written all over it. He's coming in. Scoreless frame. That's what he does, folks. It's bottom 9. Jorge Garza coming in here. The rookie. We'll risp it. Garza's on second base. Looks like he swiped second, though. Or maybe moved up. How did they... No. How was he on second? Okay, he drew a walk and then Brooks Lee laid down a sack bunt. Okay. So we got Garza's 80 grade speed on second base. Bottom 9 is Shedry Vargas at the dish. And they don't want anything to do with them. They're walking them. It's first and second now. Wilfredo Lara, we're taking the first pitch. That's a ball. We're taking the second pitch. That's a strike. Now we're swinging away. It's 2-2. Whiffs through it. It's 2 down. Now it's Ramirez. 1-0 count to him. Hit well to right field. Walk it off, folks. A 3-run walk-off home run for Agustin Ramirez. He tied the game with 2-out hitting, and he wins the game with 2-out hitting. Agustin Ramirez. Oh my God. An absolute legend for the Fish, as we are now 1 game away from toppling the Colorado Rockies and moving on to the LCS. It's Game 3. The series has now moved to Colorado. We have our ground baller on the hill in Dustin May. They have Logan Gilbert out of Stetson on the bump. And we are looking to close things out and sweep them and go to the LCS. So top 1 here. Same lineup. Brooks Lee leads things off with a double. Is Shedry Vargas. Pops it up to left field. That'll be 1 down. Then it brings up Wilfredo Lara. And he draws a walk. So spits on ball 4. It's first and second. 1 out for Agustin Ramirez. Grounds 1 to third base. As that's just going to work as a sack, though. So runners on the corners here. 2 outs for Nolan Shawnwell. Nobody's going to advance on that. So now it's 0-2. And Shawnwell goes down swinging. We move things on. Bottom of the first, Dustin May works the scoreless inning. Now we're on to the top of the second. We do nothing. And May has a runner on second here. 2 outs. It's Ivar Arquette. We're pitching around to this guy. Even with the pitch around, dude, I hate this guy. Oh my God. I'm going to be watching Omaha this weekend, and I'm going to see, he's playing on Friday. Oregon State's playing on Friday. I'm going to be watching this guy. I'm going to be like punching air, like, God damn it, I can't stand this guy. Arquette 2-run shot makes it 2-0 Rockies. And then they're trying to tack on more. It's first and second, still 2 outs. Boyd ground ball, nice play. Acosta gets out of it. Move things on top 3. Was that just Vargas? Did Vargas just homer? Is Shedry Vargas home run, cuts their lead in half. It's a 2-1 game. Move things on bottom 3. May's in trouble, and this guy Chang just hit another triple. I mean, he had 11 triples this season, just hit another one. This fucking ballpark, man. It's ridiculous. So now they got a man on third, nobody out. It's Charlie Condon up. We're going to pitch around with first base open. He's going to go down looking. Now it's Tovar. I'm tempted to intentionally walk him. We're going to intentionally walk him, set up some double play possibility. It's Drew Romo. We're going to pitch to contact with the ground ball pitcher. They're trying to steal, and he's going to do that and eliminate the double play possibility. Now we're going to pitch around to Romo. It's going to be a full count. He's going to ground to second base, but the runner is going to score. It's a 3-1 game. And now Montgomery's up. Pitch around to him with first base open. Struck him out, but they're back with a 2-run lead. Move things on top 4. Shawnwell's on second with Nicholas Partridge at the dish. Full count to him. Ground ball. No, that wasn't a ground ball. It was like a flare shot to the foul territory. Catcher puts it away. And now Acosta's up with a man on second. First pitch swinging. Pops it up into foul territory. Nothing going for the Fish. Move things on to the bottom of the 4th. Scoreless frame for May. We do nothing offensively. May's in trouble here. It's 2 outs, first and second. Montgomery's up, who's on fire, and he's at 97 pitches. I think this is Eric Silva. I don't want to go to Walker quite yet. So this is Silva. 1-0 count. In the giant outfield gap. That's going to score at least 1, probably 2. It does indeed. It's a 5-1 Rockies lead. We're down 4. And who else but Ivar Arquette's up next? And he gets a hit. And he drives in a run. And now it's a 5-run lead for the Rockies. I mean, he has 7 ribbies and 3 home runs in the postseason after putting up a 75 WRC plus in the season. He's never, like, he had one good year for them in the majors, and then ever since the Major League pitching figured him out, and then it's like they forget how to pitch to him in the postseason. What are we doing here? Who is this guy? I know who he is, but come on. Gets at it from there. It's top 6 now. Can we do anything? We're just going to half it. Do nothing. Now that we're down a bunch, we're just gonna bring in somebody to get some work, like Joseph King. We're gonna go Rispit, of course. So Boyd's on second, 1 out for Chang. We will pitch around with first base open. He's first pitch swinging. That's a ground ball to second. Lee makes the play. Runner stays put. That's 2 down. Brings up Condon. Full count. Ground ball, third base side. Laura makes the play. 3 down. So we're down 5 heading into the 7th. Do anything, perhaps? We do nothing. So bottom 7. Runner on second. 2 outs for Ivar Arquette. Oh my god, we retired Ivar Arquette. I can't believe it. Is it Aiva? It might be Aiva. I've been watching mainly Squeeze play with like the broadcast muted, so I don't really know what his name is actually pronounced. I've never actually heard it pronounced, but it could be Aiva. I'm just assuming it might be something weird like that because he's Hawaiian, but I'm just going to assume it's. I'm going to keep calling it Iva until I figure out what it is. But Arquette, it's definitely Arquette. So top 8 here. We do nothing offensively. King is fatigued, but it's a full count at the 3rd batter of the inning. Hard hit, but right at Garza makes the play. Move things on to the 9th. Oh my god! We almost came back. We put up a 4 spot in the 9th, and what do you know? It was Ivar Arquette's RBI single in the 5th that made it a 1-run game for them to win. So we drop a 1-run game to the Rockies, and we do not sweep them, but we still have a 2-1 advantage. All right, folks, it is Game 4. The series is 2-1 in our favor. Brian Bayo is on the bump for them. We have Jared Schuster going, and then we also made one change to our lineup. That is Camilo Diaz is playing first base today, and not Nicholas Partridge. So Diaz... we're hoping that he can provide some pop to the lineup, as Partridge has not done anything this postseason so far. Get a spark in there, perhaps. We'll see how it works out. Maybe get some better defense out there, too, since Partridge has been playing horrible first base defense for us. So Brian Bayo on the bump. Nothing going for the offense. Schuster already in trouble. Boyd leads things off with a double, and they have runner in scoring position who's very fast, and they have Chang at the dish. Full count to him. Struck him out. Then it brings up Charlie Condon. 2-1 to him. Plunks him. It's first and second now. 1 out for Ezekiel Tovar. 1-2 count. Struck him out. Drew Romo. Full count. Lines to Acosta. Schuster gets out of it. Hell yes. Move things on top 2. We're in business. First and second. Nobody out, and even though, I might bunt here if this was later in the game, just because we put Diaz in the lineup for his bat, I'm not going to bunt in his first AB. He's going to take the first pitch, though. He's going to take the second pitch. Now he's going to swing away. And he's going to deliver with a base knock. That's going to drive in a run. It's an RBI single. He'll move up to second on the throw. And the Fish strike first in this one. 1-0. So now we have 2 in scoring position for Max Acosta. He's going to take a pitch. That's in there for a strike. He's going to swing away. He's going to ground it out to the left side. I don't trust his bat at all. One down. Still two in scoring position here for Dylan Head. Ground ball, that'll get one in. Cannot beat out the throw. So two down, but a run comes in. It's a 2-0 Fish lead. Here's Jorge Garza. Takes the 2-1 pitch into the right field. And that is going to be a RBI single. 3-0 Marlins now. Can we possibly steal second with Garza? They're trying to pick him off. They don't want him to steal second. We're still going to try. Even Drew Romo's arm isn't good enough for that. And now Brooks Lee watches ball 4. It's first and second here for Vargas. And he pops it up to center field. But we do tack on 3 in the inning and give Schuster a little cushion. So bottom 2. Schuster's already in deep trouble. Deep doo-doo here. It's second and third. Nobody out for Andy Pages. 3-1 count. Spits on ball 4. It's ducks on the pond. Bases juiced for Luis Robert, the former Fish. Not what you want. Fly ball center field. Dylan Head plays it perfectly. One down. That will be a sac fly. 3-1 ball game. So 1 down, 2 on now. Boyd, 0-2 count to him. Line drive to center. Head makes the play. Then it brings up Chang, lefty on lefty. Fly ball right field. Ranging back is Garza. Puts it away for out number 3. We move things on to the top of the third. So can we do anything on offense here? Lara and Shotwell are on, first and second respectively with 1 out, and Camilo Diaz at the dish. Strikes out. So now 2 down, it's Acosta, we'll take a pitch. We'll take another pitch. Now we'll swing away. Slices it opposite way, a little inside-out action. Maybe score 1. It does indeed. The other runner goes first to third. It's a 4-1 ball game on a Max Acosta RBI single. And now we're going to try to get him into scoring position as they bring in Jack Findlay out of the bullpen. Acosta's off and running. He is in there safe. They do not even attempt the throw. It's a 2-0 count to Dylan Head. 3-0 count. He spits on ball 4. Bases are juiced. It's Jorge Garza. And I'm tempted to already pinch hit for him. He's been really good for us. But I am tempted to just go, hey man, it's a lefty. We bring in Mikov here. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. George Mikov here, coming in to play right field the rest of the way. He's going to take the first pitch he sees. It's a ball. He's going to take the next pitch he sees. It's a ball. He's going to swing away. He watches ball 4, walks in a run. We'll take that. 5-1. Now it's Brooks Lee. He's going to take a pitch. That's a ball. He's going to take another pitch. That's a ball. 2-1 count. Brooks Lee shoots one out to right field. That's going to land in for a base knock. We're scoring at least one more, tacking some more on. Throw is wide. It's a 7-1 ball game as that's a 2-run single by Brooks Lee. So first and second now. 2 outs. 7-1 lead here for the Fish. It's a Shedry Vargas. They can't throw strikes. We're checking our swing on that one. It's a 1-1 count. And Vargas will ground out to end the inning, but not before we tack on a 4 spot in the inning, and the Fish now have a 6-run lead. Schuster's got a bit of a cushion here, and he still can't work a clean inning. So we are totally clean. So Condon already in scoring position here with nobody out. Tovar, fly ball center field, that'll be 1 down. Good work getting him out. Then it brings up Drew Romo. Struck him out, that's 2 down. And now it's Ivar Arquette. Do not even fucking joke to me, man! Oh my god! I hate this guy! Jesus! Another home run for Ivar Arquette, his 9th RBI of the postseason. And it's now a 7-3 ball game. Still a big lead, but I mean, he was so close to just getting out of the inning cleanly. And he does from there, but now it's top 4. We'll just half it. Why do we need a new pitcher? What could he have possibly have done? So we just did nothing offensively, and now, even though I didn't do anything with pitching, he hurt himself in between innings? Like, what? What did he do some, like, Wilyer Abreu-esque, like he tripped on the steps while walking in? Like he banged his elbow on the guard or something? Like, what the fuck are we talking about here? So Schuster has to come out of the game. We're going to bring in somebody who can give us length, like Mike Carrier, who can limit home runs here at Coors, and finds himself with a runner in scoring position and 1 out, and a Marion Boyd at the dish, who hits a little dinky single to center field. That'll drive in a run. It's now a 7-4 game. Can we perhaps get a double play? 6-4-3. 6-4-3, double play. Ends the inning. We move things on top 5. We'll just half the offense, nothing going. Carrier works a scoreless frame. Cade Smith comes in. And we've got first and second, 1 out for Wilfredo Lara. Ball 1. Ball 2. Spits on ball 4. It's bases juiced here with 1 out for Agustin Ramirez. He just walked the previous guy. Make him throw you a strike. There's the strike. Now you swing away. And Agustin Ramirez delivers. That'll land in for a base knock. Score 1. RBI single makes it 8-4. Back to having a 4-run lead here. Nolan Schanuel, lefty on lefty. Aaron Bummer. But Schanuel's no slouch against lefties. He's basically, I mean, he literally is just as good against lefties as he is righties. And we're going to take the first pitch here. New pitcher, make him throw strikes. That's a ball. That's a ball. Full count. Watches strike 3. 2 down now. Brings on Camilo Diaz, who crushes lefties. Watches that first for a ball. Then there's a strike. And then Camilo Diaz delivers with a base knock. That's going to score 2. It's a 2-run single for Diaz, and it's a 10-4 lead here for the Fish. Brings up Max Acosta. He's just going to swing away. It's a 3-1 count. And that's over the head of the leaping shortstop Tovar. That'll score a run. It's an 11-4 Fish lead as Acosta drives in 1. And now it's Dylan Head. 1-1 count to him. He's delivering with a base knock. That's going to score a run. Dylan Head moves into second base on the throw. RBI single, 12-4 Fish. Still 2-out hitting going on. It's Meekhoff going against the lefty AJ Minter. He's going to take the first pitch. That's a ball. Make you throw a strike, AJ Minter. There's the strike. Now you're swinging away. Meekhoff's drawing a walk. He's already drawn 2 walks since coming into pinch hit. Bases juiced once again. It's Brooks Lee. He just walked the last guy. Make him throw you a strike. There it is. Now you get a 2-1. Now you're taking that one to right field, and that's finally the end of the inning. 12-4 Fish lead. We move things on bottom 6. Nothing going for them. That's a clean frame for Carrier. We do nothing offensively. Carrier, 2 outs. Condon's up. Ball 4. 48 pitches. Let's not fuck around here. We haven't pitched Walker at all. I don't want him not pitching for like multiple days. So let's just bring him in for some work here against the righty. 1-2 counts. Ground ball up the middle. Acosta botches it. E6. Brings up Drew Romo. Struck him out. All right, let's move things on. Top 8. We do nothing offensively. Just because it was our Arquette up, I was like, let's just leave Walker in. Why not? So top 9 here. Let's half it. We do nothing offensively. We're going to take Walker out. We're going to bring in Dylan Lee to close things out. And he can't quite do it. 2 outs, 2 on. Ezekiel Tovar's up. Full count. Struck him out, and there it is, folks. The Marlins have toppled the Rockies. We have beat them. They beat us last year. This year, you line them up again against us, and we beat them. Move things on to the LCS. 3-1 in this 5-game set over the Rockies. Beautiful game. Just a lot of offense here at Coors for us. Decent pitching from us overall, though. Schuster gives up 3 through 3, but then Carrier gives us 3 2/3. Walker and Lee combine for 2 scoreless, and they just did not do great. Bayo gave up a ton. We hit him early, and we hit him often. So Brooks Lee had 2 doubles. Or no, this was just total bases. We had no extra base hits. No extra base hits, and we scored 12 runs. That is crazy. Just, station to station hitting. I mean, we're just bunch of smalls ball stuff. 2 hits for Lee, 2 hits for Ramirez, 2 for Diaz, 2 for Acosta, 1 each for Vargas, Lara, Head, Garza. The only people who didn't have hits were Shotwell, but he had 2 walks and he scored twice, and Mikov also had 2 walks. So yeah, I mean, great game offensively for a team that did not even have a single extra base hit and scored 12 runs.